welcome everybody. Well, if you stayed, thank you. If you're just joining, welcome. This is Over Underrated. It is a show that I host. Sometimes Nikhil hosts. Who knows? It depends on the week, you know. The way it goes is like this. I'm joined by my guest. I have Jonathan. I have Nikhil here. How's it going, fellas?
Good. We got some competition right here. Miami Heat versus Lakers. Let us know in the chat. What are you, Miami Heat or Lakers?
Yeah, let us know. I want to. Well, the jury, it's been closed. I mean, the case has been closed.
Here's Lakers right there.
Yeah, the case has been closed. Everybody.
I'm a Lakers fan. I'm just wearing this because Tyler Hero does it. You know.
Yeah, he deserves it.
I got balled out.
Yeah, he really did. Good for him, dude. Was it game 2 or 3 that he was like he put the fear?
The one that they won.
They won 2, didn't they?
I don't know.
Whatever. We're getting off track already. Okay, so this is Over Underrated. The way it works is I have a list of topics, and my guests have to tell me whether or not they think that topic is overrated or it's underrated. Once they do that, then we kind of banter a little bit and we kind of explain ourselves. So the way it's going to go is I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. And the both of you are going to say your answer at the exact same time, whether it's overrated or underrated, and then it's going to start with you. You're going to explain your answer and why you feel that way. If Nikhil doesn't agree with you, you two have to fist fight. Right. That and because the Lakers jerseys and all this stuff. There's a lot of tension in the room all of a sudden.
LinkedIn isn't ready for this.
LinkedIn. Hey, right. We talk about
who would win in a fight.
I mean, I don't want to be mean. Do you really want me to answer that?
Who's wearing the undershirt?
Do you really want me to answer that, Nikhil? Okay, so no fighting, maybe a bit of mental gymnastics.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen. Okay, so here we go into the first topic. First topic, LinkedIn as a major business advertisement tool. Is it overrated or underrated? 3, 2, 1.
Underrated.
You got underrated or overrated?
Under.
Both under. Okay, explain why.
Under. Yeah, so really good for businesses. I mean, there's so many capabilities of it. It's basically free advertising if you think about it, because you can just make a bunch of LinkedIn posts every day. This is what I do for One Consulting, because we actually don't pay for any ads yet, right? It's all organic traffic. So if you are a business out there, whatever your business you are, start posting content on LinkedIn, not only on your profile, but then also create a LinkedIn business page with your company and then post on there so you cross post. So what I'll do is I'll post on my profile first and I'll post on my company one. I'll post something very similar, but like events, for example, like this one. Or if we have like a deal going on, post on my page, post on my company one as well. And then what you can also do is for your post, what I'll do is I'll go on my company post and I'll go to activity and then I'll go like my own post and then everyone sees it. I don't know if y'all know if y'all do that.
You just kind of
you
send a bunch of
cross and you get so many like thousands of people looking at your content. So, and it's free. So,
yeah.
Highly recommend. That's what's underrated.
Okay.
Yeah, and then from a different point of view, like when you're thinking about like paid ads and stuff, usually when people think about like paid ads, they think of like Google, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of thing. But like LinkedIn is the professional network for businesses. That's the ultimate place to advertise. Plus, it's relatively untapped when you compare it to like Facebook and Google and stuff. So honestly, as we talked about through the entire show, LinkedIn has so much potential and can unlock so much for people and businesses if used with intention and the right way. So yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm of the mindset that's I think it's super underrated. Like people are not leveraging it in. Have a little treat there, Nikhil.
It's pretty good.
Do you just help yourself to what is that? Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch Kids.
Okay. All right. So I think it's super underrated in the sense that like no one's really leveraging it in a way that makes a lot of sense, especially for like big businesses. I think that starting recently, big businesses are starting, like big corporations are now just starting to pump a lot of money into LinkedIn and talking like paid ads. And I think that those people who do it first are just going to gonna reap those benefits, because once they get that growth on LinkedIn, it's going to be off to the races at that point. So if you want to grow really quickly on a platform and you want to put money behind it, LinkedIn I think right now is the way to go. That's my 2 cents on that.
Definitely. I was gonna say, people in the chat, let us know if you think it's underrated or overrated.
Yeah, absolutely. On LinkedIn, on Twitch, on all the things. Let us hear it. Okay, so we're gonna go into the next topic. Okay, next topic is people leaving the big cities to go work remote for these big tech companies. So remote working in a small city, is it overrated or underrated? 3, 2, 1.
Underrated.
Underrated. Why is that?
Yeah, so I think it's awesome because a lot of these different tech companies, especially, I don't know if y'all have seen, like Reddit, I believe it's Twitter, those two, I think Microsoft as well.
Big time, yeah.
Microsoft, right? A lot of them are now having their employees, they can work from home whenever. I think it really helps, especially people who have big families, but then also have other family members that aren't in their specific city, they can now spend more time with them. I think that's incredibly important. But then you also have the other side because you always want to come to the office, right? But I think it's underrated because you get to save money, you get to spend more time with family. Like, I wish I had that option when I was working in tech, but right when I leave tech, they're like, oh, let's do a whole remote. Come on, I could have been doing this the whole time, right? Because I used to go to SoCal all the time to go see my family. So I think it's very underrated because when you live in the small cities, you can grow with your communities there. And then also you just have the comfort of your own home. But you have to make sure if you are working remote that you keep being motivated to what you're doing. You hold yourself accountable, etc. Because sometimes people can get distracted. So that's why I say it's underrated.
Yeah, I say underrated because I think I've gotten to the point where I feel like big cities in general are overrated. Even though I've always been enamored by big cities, like I always wanted to, like go and work in Silicon Valley, live in San Francisco and stuff. But then I realized how unlivable those places can actually be.
It's like $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Like $1,500 to live in a living room. That's like insane.
It's a nice living room, though.
No, I mean I've seen
maybe.
Not in San Francisco. I don't know about that. So yeah, I think if you have the opportunity to kind of just like live in a more comfortable environment in a bigger space, but like what I personally would do if I was in that situation would probably be to like kind of go into the outskirts of the city, live there so that I can, if I wanted to go and enjoy a night in the city, I can, and I don't have to like drive too far or like travel too far to do that. And yeah, I think like there's just so much hustle and bustle, and people don't realize it. I mean, I guess it depends on who you are, but sometimes that transition from like loud taxis everywhere, if you think about like New York and stuff, to calm and peaceful can be very meditative and good for your own personal health too, if it's that kind of like change,
I was going to add something as well, the commute time. It's good you mentioned the outskirts. The commute time, you cut it. So when I was working at Snap, I would commute from Downey all the way to Santa Monica.
Oh, geez.
Which was like 2 hours, and that's why I had to work 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. like every day. It was crazy. It was from Sunday to Thursday. I was like, dang. But now I live in Santa Monica, 5 minutes from the Snap office now. But I mean, if you cut that commute time, then you could put more of that time towards, for example, working out. Like you work out every morning, right?
Try to, right?
You gotta work out a little more.
I yell at him. Finally, it's happening. We're shaming the kill now. This is my revenge.
No, but you know what I mean? So it goes to commute time, you can do other things.
You just made his day.
That matter. They're on purpose.
Thank you. I appreciate you. No, the commute time is super important. I mean, I was still living in Redlands. I still live in Redlands, but when I was working out in LA, I was working out of I was working out of Brentwood, so even further, like right next to UCLA. So my drive, if I left at like 8, I would get to the office at like 10:30. Sometimes one time I got there like at noon, and I almost lost my mind because there was construction happening and like those accidents, and I literally drove like so weirdly around Los Angeles that I remember at one point I started laughing. I was just in my car going, "Oh my god, this is my life now."
People outside looking like,
yeah, I just remember like just laughing, being like, "What is happening right now?" Because I had to laugh at it. Like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong on that one day. accidents, road closures, everything. But yeah, my drive was 2.5 hours one way, and I would do that both ways. So I was driving like 5, 6 hours a day, and thankfully my supervisor let me work 2 days remote. Yeah, 2 days remote.
Oh, nice.
So, but I remember just how much more I enjoyed doing my work on those 2 days. I would just go down to my local coffee shop that was like, I walked to it, from where my house is, and then I worked all day. I got there I started working from like 8 to 6, not 8 to 6, excuse me, like 8 to like 4. And then, and it was just like, things were like so good when I would work remote and I would work from home, that like I see the big benefit of it. And I think that it's something cool that like I was technically working in LA, but I was in Redlands. That's like a 2-hour drive from there, but I was, I was still part of the company that's right there, right next to Venice. So that was fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say my first day at Snap, I was actually 2 hours late because of the traffic. I didn't realize it. I literally I was like, oh crap, like I'm late by a
That
lot.
feeling sucks, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone was
when
in
you know
training
you're gonna
and
be
looking
late.
at me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But I was like, it's because everyone lived in Santa Monica, Venice, except me. I was like, oh, these USC, UCLA kids, sorry.
No, yeah. I remember what I was the one time I was late when that happened. It was when we had this like really like influential game designer come and do a speech in the morning, and I was supposed to like be there because I was part of the marketing team, so I was supposed to like be there and like take notes of so we could put out like a PR release, and I wasn't there for basically the entire thing. I got there at the very end, like literally as I walked through the doors, it was like, yay, such a good
They're
talk.
clapping for me? Oh yes,
No.
I know I made it.
But like all my coworkers were just like, after that they learned where I lived, and they were like, why are you doing this? Like they literally would tell me like, what are you doing making this commute?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, it's a good job, right? But
Now you
yeah.
have a better one.
But now I have a better one. And I sit at home and just play Call of Duty, and then sometimes write some stuff. That's really it,
Yeah.
That's how it works. And Nikhil looks at me very angry. I just triggered him right now.
So that's what you've been doing? That's what you've been taking so long? No, I'm
On
just
to the
kidding.
next question. We can cut that last part that Nikhil just said. On to the next question now. Very important stuff. Okay. I am actually really excited about this one. See your opinion on this. Shopify partnering with TikTok. Underrated or overrated? 3, 2, 1.
Under.
Underrated.
Now, did he sway you in any
No,
way, shape, or form?
No,
Were you still
he didn't.
angry about me playing Call of Duty?
Maybe
instead?
a little bit.
Okay.
Why
He was
didn't you
thinking-
invite
he was
me?
thinking about it.
Why didn't you invite me?
What's that?
Why didn't you invite me?
Dude,
That's what I'm upset about.
We've
Hey,
been
Call of
talk-
Duty, underrated, overrated? Let us know.
I love first person shooters, so mega underrated for me. We have been talking about playing Call of Duty together for like since the game came out, and we have never gotten together and actually done it. I think it's because you.
I need to get Xbox
Yeah, you
Live.
don't even have
Yeah.
Xbox Live, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's his fault.
It's entirely Nikhil's fault actually, but we're not a cohesive unit. Okay, so underrated on both ends.
Underrated.
Shopify partnering with TikTok. Why is that?
Thankfully, everybody, I was on TikTok this morning and I saw that they partnered with them. I was like, oh, thank God. When I saw this question.
Yeah.
Really cool. Number one, I'm a huge investor in Shopify. That's actually the most stock I've ever had in a company with Shopify. Thank you, Motley Fool, for telling me 3 years ago to go invest in them. So Motley Fool, it's not an ad. It's not an ad.
Fool.com is
Yeah.
probably one of the best websites you can go to for stocks.
Right. So, but yeah, I think it's great because it also gives people who are on TikTok a platform where they can, for example, purchase things, right? Because I think Instagram does it extremely well, and Facebook Marketplace. So Instagram, for example, has their little section in regards to where you can buy their specific products, etc. If you can have the same thing for TikTok, imagine how big influencers can be in regards to them making money, but then also maybe small people as well with small businesses.
Yeah.
Because then you could just wear your product. Imagine you just tagging the product in there, go buy it on my page, bam. That's money right there. And then also too as well, I don't know if TikTok is gonna do this, they could, for example, take a percentage, obviously they should take a percentage of how much they make per client, etc. It's money. Money generation at its finest.
Yeah, so the reason why I was like frozen for a second was because I was like regretting not reading the article that you sent. Because
you didn't read that article I sent like a week ago or whatever?
It was
this
2
news
days
broke?
ago, bro. You know how busy I
Time
was.
doesn't work. You know
No,
time is
so
broken now?
I saw the title and I got excited, but I didn't get a chance to read it. But like,
I put in all caps, big announcement. We have to look into this. And we did not read that article.
you're right.
Dang, is this overrated, underrated, or roasting?
This
It's
is
both,
like
actually.
this has become like the Nikhil and Luis like roast session.
Literally, this is our relationship.
So when Walmart and Microsoft were in talks to acquire TikTok or part of it, I got pretty excited because what happened?
Val put in the Twitch chat.
Wait.
I even read it.
That's good.
You go back. It's a good article.
Yeah, I will. I will read it now. When I saw that Walmart might have potentially like acquired a stake in TikTok, that was pretty exciting because it was like, just like you were saying with Instagram having e-commerce, that Walmart thing introduces e-commerce to another very popular social media platform. That's what the Shopify thing does too. Both Shopify and TikTok are extremely popular and growing and very influential. I think a collaboration there can do a lot, unlock a lot of things. I'm sure there are risks and things that we're not all able to see right away right now, but there's risks with everything. So yeah, excited to see where it goes. I think if anything, it can help unlock like a way for small businesses to
Small business market,
grow their businesses and stuff. So
and then also it allows small businesses to go to the influencers or big people and be like, hey, I want to sell my product through you. Do you want to sell it for me? And then it just creates this little cycle of small businesses getting out there.
I can't imagine the amount of Fashion Nova stuff that's going to be like
That's the one bad thing,
bombarding.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be like
Because they have
Instagram.
money for days, especially in their marketing budget.
Fashion Nova partner, hashtag.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Dude, it's
sponsor us.
Addison Ray.
Yeah. It's dude. One of the companies I worked with in the past was actually a local company out of Redlands. It's called Luxapolish. It's like actually a really prominent nail polish brand. You're laughing a little bit. What's going on?
I'm just
You
smiling.
Didn't expect me to work for a nail polish brand.
This is just
He's like, I'm an investor.
So one of the things that was really cool was like the amount of conversions that come from Instagram like products. So like actually having like a photograph of like someone's really manicured like manicure, having like their nails done really well, and then having like a little button there that links directly to that polish that they used, or multiple polishes that they used for that style, and linking that to the Shopify site, the integration that they have with Instagram. The conversions were crazy, like seeing those numbers. So I can't imagine what the conversions are going to be like on TikTok. Like if they implement it in a really similar way that they did with Instagram, where it's just a little bubble that they tap and then it links, it opens up.
It goes directly to it. Yeah.
Exactly, and it seems like that's what it is. You would know that if you read the article. They have some examples. It seems like that's what they're going with, but it's if you have a clothing company, if you are selling a product that can be micro-influenced or influenced in any way, shape, and form, jump like now. Like you have to hop on this ASAP because there's money to be made in the early days of this thing going live on TikTok.
Of everything is launching. But one thing I would say though, hopefully the market doesn't get saturated, meaning like the algorithm always
All the
favors.
posts, yeah.
Like literally 99% of posts are now, for example, just ads like that, right? So
I'm hoping, yeah.
Hopefully it's like a balance between everything and not too many Fashion Nova partners.
Yeah, hopefully. There can be some, but not all of it.
Yeah.
The one thing that we always give kudos to TikTok about is the algorithm. So that would suck to see this being the way that their algorithm takes their first real big blow.
And I think that's where when I said risks, I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's one of the things. I think there's risks on both ends.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like TikTok's already really popular, but if it continues at the same pace, the algorithm's gonna change.
Yeah. That's true.
All right.
We're making realizations.
We are. I think we've all just made the realization that maybe this isn't the best for TikTok.
You know who should have partnered with TikTok?
Who's that?
Quibi.
They're dead.
I know, but they should
dead.
have.
They should have.
Should
They
have.
should have.
Like put an entire episode.
I don't know, maybe because I found out about Quibi through TikTok.
By the way, I was right. I looked it up. It was 6 months, start to finish. Dude, dead ass. I'm a prophet.
Language.
Start to
Quibi
finish.
was only 6 months?
I told him.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking at both of these cams right now, dude.
What's going
I
on?
go back and when this video
Find that.
when this goes up on YouTube, I want the edit of me. I'm on a flashback.
Do a
of
Gary
me.
V. Do a Gary V.
Yeah,
Like,
do
you know
a-
how he does
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
before
yeah.
after.
I want the before and I want the date. I want the timestamp on it. When I'm like, I give it 6 months. I gave it 6 months before it even launched.
Yeah.
And guess what happened?
6
6 months. It went down. I'm a prophet. Hire us.
Damn.
Yeah, hire us. I
The
obviously
next Gary V is sitting right in
before
front of
your
us.
very eyes. There's the next Gary V.
Crazy.
You got to
I-
change your last name to
To something.
Mace
Mace or something.
Louis V.
Louis.
Louis.
I think a company already has that.
Really?
trademark. Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, we'll go on now. But yeah, I just want to really push that. Quibi's dead. I was right 100%. I thought it was 9 months. Nope, 6 months. Right on the dot. Got it. Bullseye.
You're listening to you.
Yeah, I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet for bad business idea, and only that. Everything else, take it with a grain of salt. Okay, last topic on the show here, as my voice cracks. It's because of the excitement, honestly. This is the last one. Before I say this topic, I just want to say thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you. You've been fun. Thank you for helping me roast Nikhil a little bit.
Of course.
That
Anytime,
really,
any day.
That really means the
24/7.
world. That really means the world to me, especially knowing that his dad's probably watching. It really helps
know.
me out a lot more.
Yeah.
It's it helps me know that it's really hitting home, literally. So the last topic is this: LinkedIn stories. Is it overrated or is it underrated? 3, 2, 1.
Over.
Why did I? Yeah. No, I wanted to say something different, but overrated.
Did you want to say underrated?
Yeah, just to see what would happen. But
Go ahead.
overrated.
You say underrated. Okay,
Sure, sure.
underrated.
Okay, underrated.
Okay,
Underrated.
Oh, yeah,
I'll take the
we're in a
other.
fight right now. Okay.
Here it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, I actually like LinkedIn stories, but the thing is, LinkedIn needs to fix way more stuff. So there are so many more different problems that need to be fixed
Yeah.
on LinkedIn before they focus on too much on LinkedIn stories. I think they just released LinkedIn stories. Like honestly, I don't even look at LinkedIn stories.
Yep.
The only thing that I put on LinkedIn stories is the success stories from my clients. That's basically it, which does kind of help a little bit, but I just think that there needs to be more focus on some of the other things. So for example, number 1, and let me know in the chat if you've experienced this, tags. Tagging is absolutely awful. Colin, you know this, right? Yeah, tagging is absolutely terrible. So when you tag someone and you edit your post, it untags everybody and you gotta tag it again. It's actually really bad.
Yeah.
So that part is it's terrible. I actually made a post about this.
Yeah.
All of LinkedIn hit me up, like 10 product managers. They're like, "Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry." Totally fine.
10 LinkedIn
Yeah.
product managers.
No, like legit 10, like the leads of each one, like groups, etc.
Wow.
Yeah. Which leads to my next one, LinkedIn groups. LinkedIn groups needs help. It doesn't notify anybody. Unless you specifically say you want notifications, it doesn't notify anybody. So that's why I moved from LinkedIn groups to Discord, because Discord's more better.
Yep.
Number 3, the live events. The live events. Oh my god, I cannot. We used to have about 3,000 people come to each event, and it went down to like a couple hundred, but it's still a lot. But it's a huge drop. Sometimes doesn't notify anybody. So what happens is, you make a LinkedIn event, right? But the thing is, people don't have like YouTube live. YouTube, they have the StreamYard link right there, so you can send it to people, be like, this is the live link. But for LinkedIn, you can't do that. They have it. They actually sent me. They're like, oh, like we were doing a demo on this, and they gave me like they didn't give me access, but they showed me one like as a set reminder, but they haven't implemented it yet. So I think that part needs to be implemented ASAP, so there can be more people on LinkedIn Lives. That's why we've been using Luma to like get people to be notified. So, but I mean, LinkedIn Stories is cool. The only thing is why it's overrated is because there needs to be focused on more other things, especially the algorithm. I don't know if anybody's seen an algorithm change. There's been an algorithm change, and yeah, algorithm change.
It used to be
Freaking
good.
algorithm.
Did it get worse?
Yeah, so especially for people who have big followings, so my engagement actually went down. It got cut by half.
Wow.
Like I've noticed it throughout the past week, because before I'd get like usually 1,000 likes per post, which is, I don't focus too much on likes, but like it's good to get engagement for like sponsors or partners.
Yeah.
But it went down by half, so it's like, shoot, like is this person doing good? Is this person doing bad, etc. But then the one thing is, it's focusing more so on job seekers now, which is good for job seekers. They're getting a lot more exposure due to the algorithm.
That's good.
So maybe I need a Twix.
You need Snickers. I think you're a little...
Snickers. There you go. I'm gonna eat one while Nikhil talks. Okay?
Yeah, I think despite everything Jonathan said, yeah, that stuff needs to be fixed first, for sure. But once that's fixed, I think there is some potential with stories. Of course, it's like, I mean, it worked really well for Instagram, obviously, but now it's been a few years. I think it's just another way for people to share what they're up to and stuff, make it a little more personal. But yeah, I tried it once and like the view count was very low in comparison to just a regular post. I might as well have just put it as a regular post, right? So it's like, is it even working?
I was gonna say, what you could do as well, if you're a content creator, what I've been doing recently is I'll put, sorry, I'm eating Snickers.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
Satisfied.
you're hungry.
But you put when you post, you can just put it as a story. Hey guys, I just made this post, blah, blah, blah. So it's like double coverage. But I said before, this should be focused on more different things.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Ryan Rolonsky, so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Overrated or underrated? Ryan Roslansky.
No comment.
Smart.
Yeah.
Neutral.
Good idea.
Well, I did tag him in a post. He didn't like it, so I don't know.
But Jeff Weiner did.
Jeff Weiner did.
Yeah.
Jeff Weiner shared it, so.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jeff Weiner maybe a little higher.
On the totem pole there, huh?
A little bit.
I think that what ended up happening with them is like they saw, if I can imagine, if I can put myself in the shoes of an exec at LinkedIn, is that they probably saw that they were seeing some growth in like a big way that they maybe hadn't seen yet, like a tipping point.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh crap, now we have to add like all these other things that already exist on other platforms first, and then we'll figure it out. Like we'd rather just like toss these like chunky tools into the platform, and then we'll start shaving them down and refining them as we go on. That's my guess, just because I doubt that they want to sit there and refine something for like a bunch of time and then have it go out and then people don't like it. They would rather put something out that's just MVP, you know, and then have people like yourself criticize it in a way that you want to see it be better,
and then they
take
the feedback. Smart.
Exactly.
That's true.
So I mean, and so by doing that, what they're doing is they're not just putting stories, they're putting stories that are catered towards the audience that is LinkedIn. So that's why I think it's underrated, just because I think eventually all those things are going to be really, really useful. Like I'm sure that Facebook groups was trash at first, and then it became now arguably the only reason why you should be on Facebook is for groups.
Literally.
You know, there's no other reason besides groups and Messenger.
Messenger, they've
huge.
Yeah.
I use Messenger for everything. Like even my chat with all our employees, use Facebook chat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so that's my 2 cents on that one. But that's it. That's all of the topics. We made it. Look at us. Who would have thought that at the beginning of this, we would not just reach 4 topics covered, but we would also shame Nikhil at least twice. Who would have thought?
It's the best episode.
I think the best over underrated for sure for me, in my opinion, especially after the last one.
This only happens when Val's not here.
It's true. It actually is true. It actually is true. It's because it's not fun when it's 2 people ganging up on you. Like, and then we're being bullies. Like when it's just like me and you.
Like normal.
Yeah, like normal. Yeah. Well, we don't. Yeah, we can cut that, right?
It just got awkward.
Yeah, it just got a little awkward. No, we're not. Well, Nikhil, we don't bully you. Come on.
I'm kidding, man.
Yeah,
Go.
I know. Yeah, no, we all love each other. Nikhil even said he loves me during the podcast. There you go, buddy. I don't know if I'm ready to say it to you yet, but we'll get there eventually.
Okay.
But who I am ready to say it to is the audience. Thank you very much for watching. I've said it once. I've said it again. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for watching. Please go check out thebrew.tv. It is our new platform. We're going to see a bunch of links here. Even I'll link it on Twitch. Please go check it out. It is our new platform. We're hoping that with your help, the community, we can turn it into something that is just all about community, all about people, all about telling stories and growing. Whether that's people sharing it here on this podcast, or it's people writing it on the actual website itself, or just contributing to the website in some way, shape, or form. We're excited for it. I know Nikhil worked as much as I give him, like during these kind of conversations, as hard as I am.
It was a team effort. It was a team effort.
No, it was, but let's call it what it is. You did a lot, and I know that everyone on the team appreciates you, and I know I appreciate you to the bottom of my heart for working on the website endless nights and getting it out there, dude. It's awesome. I'm really proud of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. On that wholesome note, we're gonna end it there before I start to cry. Take care, everybody. We will see you next week after the election. It's Halloween, by the way, everybody.
Hey, I was going to say, everybody click that love button. If you love that episode, click that love button on LinkedIn.
Yes, please. Show some love. Share it. I think, is there a VOD after this on LinkedIn? Is that?
Yeah. You can view it on
Share it, comment on it, do whatever you got to do. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Go
Look
vote.
at that. We got a bunch of candy.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Go
Yes,
vote.
that's very important. I forgot it at the top of the show this time, but go vote. Go vote.
Go
One more
vote.
time. Give it to me here.
Kanye 2020.
Go vote. Go vote. Yeah, go vote the Kanye ticket. Please don't. Go vote. And yeah, by the time we are seeing each other eye to eye again, audience, there may or may not be a new president. So we'll see how it goes. I wish you the best. Like I said, go vote. Go check out thebrew.tv. Subscribe to our newsletter. Subscribe to our email list. You're going to stay up to date with all the fun stuff happening. Take care. Goodbye. I love you. Peace.